Hey gang, this voice is starting to slow me down, so let's drop it for an episode and see how that goes. Boxing Legends of the Ring, yep. Well, you got a few modes as usual. I think by now we all know the general formula of boxing games, so bug through the options. You can choose the difficulty, the view, the number of rounds, the amount of time in rounds. I don't know why you'd want to make it less than the average fight, but whatever. Okay, so I'll just set things to as they should be, or increase the number of rounds and difficulty, cause I'm just that tough pug. Yeah. Whew. Well, let's start things off with just a simple exhibition fight so you can get a general taste of how it is indeed, Mr. Nosebleed. HBO Las Vegas Hilton. Well, aren't I special? Well, playing this game, the controls are pretty basic. The A button controls the left hand, C button the right. Stand still, push A, you'll do a jab. Stand still, push C, you do nothing at all. B button doesn't do squat. Yes, hold down, do an uppercut. Hold left to right, you throw a hook to the body. I guess hold up left and up right, you do a hook to the head as well. Yeah, well, what can you do? Now, in all fairness, the mechanics, they are there. You can dodge, swinging wildly will drop stamina and backfire on you, and you can't just simply knock someone down with a few lucky hits, but it just feels wrong. It's clunky, it's pretty slow, and there's no health bar, so I can't really tell what's happening. Like, am I winning? Those bruises don't really mean much, because, I get pretty bloody and somehow I still lose. I've actually spent 2 rounds wailing on the same opponent and still not knock him down. It's just pretty annoying at one point. Also, who exactly are these guys? Vito Robinson? Robinson's a pretty common fighter name, and I looked at their records. They're pretty good, had some good fights, but has anyone heard of them, really? Unless you're a boxing fan, you're probably not gonna know them too well. Then again, if you're not, why would you be playing this? So, whatever, let's check out some other modes now. Alright, Battle of the Legends. I have no idea what this is, so let's take a look. 1 or 2 players, no, just 1. And you need a password, which I do not know, so whatever. Let's check out the career instead. Wow, looks like it also uses passwords. And look, even gives you room for a 3-line long name, because you know how they are. And then look, customization, street, Olympic, and military. Yes, pretty obvious differences, so just contribute stats to whatever, and then to each individual punch. And then we are on to the heavyweight championship, to glory, to everything this mighty game has to offer us for putting in such sacrifice. But first, let's get through all these upgrades, and let me tell you right now, be honest. Clearly you are not gonna do everything evenly, so don't try to do that. If you're more of a swinger, wildly do stamina. If you aren't, then go power, whatever. Just be honest. Which punches are you so comfortable to throw? Finally, it's done. Whenever it's done, we fight. We fight our way up the ranks, and through the woods. To grandmother's house we kill. No, I don't know what I mean anymore. Anyway, yes, let's do this. And let me tell you now, no, I did not really just set myself up for disappointment like that. I'm faking, as you can tell, as I'm playing a character named A. I'm already on the Las Vegas Hilton, HBO. Man, do I get attention fast. And as you can see, I'm obviously just swinging wildly, but I cannot figure it out, really. I can't get in tune with these controls or anything. It's just weird and But then again, it's not bad. I've definitely played worse, as you can tell, so why not? If you're a fan of boxing, give it a whack. If not, I don't know. What you see is what you get. It's clearly not for everyone, as some of them are. We'll get into that eventually, or maybe we already did. Who knows? So whatever. I give it a 2.5 out of 5. That's right. And also, there was also a special port released only in Mexico called Chavez II, which features boxer. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. A special Mexican port. Wow. I'm not prejudiced or anything, but all the countries to be exclusive to, that's one you don't see too often. Well, I can tell you this much. Out of all the boxing games for Genesis, this was easily the most expensive, so let's hope. Chavez II, featuring famous Mexican boxer Chavez, obviously. Although I've never heard of the first game, this is actually the superior of the two versions, but in the long run it's actually the exact same game, so I'm just gonna focus on what's different between the two ports. The main one being obviously it's in Spanish, but also a few other tweaks that have greatly improved the gameplay in their own way. As you'll see here, the first minor difference is the boxers are actually labeled from best to worst, Chavez obviously being the best, but it's really just a little number, but that helps so much. Now another one is obviously a different location, but you'll get a kick out of this. Instead of being in the Hilton and HBO, you get to be hungry with Pizza Hut and Pepsi. That's right, Pizza Hut and Pepsi. Fun and delicious. Yay, yay, yay. Now for the gameplay itself, yeah, it's the same thing, but you'll notice they're actually punching a lot faster, and stamina depletes faster in the process, but still, boy does that make it much more enjoyable to hit someone. And look at that, behind their head, what's that red bar? It's a health meter, go figure. The game actually has a health bar, and boy does that improve the game so much on its own. And shoot, other minor differences as well. When the punch glove meter runs out, instead of saying out, it's just going to show a little X, and oh look, the ref speaks Spanish too. Yes, voiceovers. Now even though it's faster, it's harder in that own way because you're gonna lose stamina faster, as I just said, and because of that, swinging wildly has more of a penalty. But oh my goodness, is it so much easier to get a knockout this way. Now while it might be a little more fun, the challenge holds true to its every way. The computer has mastered the art of stamina control and can block things pretty easily, depending on, level and difficulty, but seeing them do it in a faster mode is just so much more exciting, and wow, it's hard to explain, but it just feels so much better. Now as you can tell, just like Legends of the Ring, this exhibition fight's not going so well for me, so it's hard to say whether or not you'd actually get a different experience playing this unless you play both of them. Will you have different memories? I don't know, but since this fight's on a fast track to nowhere again, why don't we take a quick look at the career just to see what it's like? Yeah, why not? Well, it's kind of weird that they're written in English right under the Spanish, because they're... Why, actually? Was this released in America? Were they planning on that? I don't know. Well, as you can see, it's the exact same. But I can't really read that this time, though it's kind of obvious what's what. So, is this worth checking out? Honestly, this one I have little better feelings for, because it really is superior in such small tweaks. But again, the career mode does not interest me much, because it's password-based. I'm sorry, that's not fair, but... well, other games have save function, too, to be exact. And, well, what can I say? It's Mexican, it's a superior port, and it'll make you hungry. And for that alone, I give this one a 3 out of 5. Why? Because I care. Yes, I do. And, hey, if you can master this game, I give you a high 5. That's right, a high 5. Now, stay tuned once again to watch them count to 9.